हरे कृष्णा। चैतन्य चरितामृत मध्य लीला चैप्टर 19। लॉर्ड श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभु इंस्ट्रक्ट्स श्रील रूपा गोस्वामी। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितेन तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते जया पताका स्वामिनीति नामिनि नमः। आचार्यपादाय नित्याय कृपाप्रदायिनि गौरकथा दामदाय नगरग्रामतारिणे नमः। ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्ता स्वामिनीति नामिनि नमः। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवसदि गौर भक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभा जय गिरिवरधारी। जय गिरिवरधारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभा जय गिरिवरधारी। जय गिरिवरधारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी। जय गिरिवरधारी। यशोदानंदन ब्रिज जन रंजन यमुना तीरा वनचारी। जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण। सभी सुनने वाले वैष्णवियों को गोपा गोपियों को और सभी कृष्ण भक्त वृंद प्रेमियों को सर्वन्य देवीदास माता जी का धन्यवाद प्रणाम स्वीकार करें। टेक्स्ट 1। Before the creation of this cosmic manifestation, the Lord enlightened the heart of Lord Brahma with the details of the creation and manifested the Vedic knowledge. And exactly the same way, the Lord being anxious to revive the Vrindavana pastime of Lord Krishna impregnated the heart of Rupa Goswami with spiritual potency. By this potency, Srila Rupa Goswami could revive the activities of Krishna in Vrindavana, activities almost lost to memory. In this way, he spread Krishna consciousness throughout the world. All glories to Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all glories to Lord Nityananda, all glories to Advaita Chandra, and all glory to all the devotees of the Lord. After meeting Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the village of Ramakeli, the brothers Rupa and Sanatana returned to their homes. The two brothers divided a means whereby they could give up their material activities. For this purpose, they appointed two Brahmanas and paid them a large amounts of money. The Brahmanas performed religious ceremonies and chanted the holy name of Krishna so that the two brothers might attain shelter at the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu very soon. At this time, Sri Rupa Goswami returned home, taking with him large quantities of riches loaded in boats. Srila Rupa Goswami divided the wealth that he brought back home. He gave 50% in charity to Brahmanas and Vaishnavas and 25% to his relatives. He kept 1/4 of his wealth with a respectable Brahmana. He kept this for his personal safety because he was expecting some legal complications. He deposited 10,000 coins, which were later spent by Sri Sanatana Goswami in the custody of a local Bengali grocer. Sri Rupa Goswami heard that Sri Rupa Goswami heard that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had returned to Jagannatha Puri and was preparing to go to Vrindavana through the forest. Sri Rupa Goswami sent to people to Jagannatha Puri to find out when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would depart for Vrindavana. Sri Rupa Goswami told the two men, "You are to return quickly and let me know when he will depart, then I shall make the proper arrangements." While Sanatana Goswami was in Gaudadesa, he was thinking the Nawab in very pleased with me. I certainly have in If the Nawab somehow or other become angry with me, I shall be greatly relieved. That is my conclusion. On the pretext of bad health, Sanatana Goswami remained home. Thus he gave up government service and did not go to the royal court. The greedy masters of his clerical and secretarial staff performed the government duties while Sanatana personally remained home and discussed the revealed scriptures. Sri Sanatana Goswami used to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam in an assembly of 20 or 30 learned Brahmana scholars. While Sanatana Goswami was studying Srimad Bhagavatam in the assembly of learned Brahmanas, one day the Nawab of Bengal and another person suddenly appeared. As soon as all the Brahmana and Sanatana Goswami saw the Nawab appear, they all stood up and respectfully gave him a sitting place to honor him. The Nawab said, I sent my physician to you and he had reported that you are not decide as far as he could see you are completely healthy. I am depending on you to carry out so many of my activities, but you have given up your governmental duties to sit here at home. You have spoiled all my activities. What is your intention? Please tell me frankly. Sanatana Goswami replied, you can no longer expect any service from me. Please arrange for someone else to tend to the management. Because angry with Sanatana Goswami, the Nawab said, your elder brother is acting just like a plunderer. By killing many living entities, your elder brother has destroyed all Bengal. Now here you are destroying all my plans. Sanatana Goswami said, you are the supreme ruler of Bengal and are completely independent. Whenever someone commits a fault, you punish him accordingly. Hearing this, the Nawab of Bengal stood up and returned to his home. He ordered the arrest of Sanatana Goswami so that he would not be able to leave. At this time, the Nawab was going to attack the province of Orissa, and he told Sanatana Goswami, "Come along with me." Sanatana Goswami replied, "You are going to Orissa to give pain to the Supreme Personality of Godhead? For this reason, I am powerless to go with you." The Nawab again arrested Sanatana Goswami and kept him in prison. At this time, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu departed for Vrindavana from Jagannatha Puri. The two persons who went to Jagannatha Puri to inquire about the Lord's departure returned and informed Rupa Goswami that the Lord had already departed for Vrindavana. Upon receiving this message from his two messengers, Rupa Goswami immediately wrote a letter to Sanatana Goswami saying that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had departed for Vrindavana. In his letter to Sanatana Goswami, Srila Rupa Goswami wrote, "We two brothers are starting out to go see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You must also somehow or other get released and come meet us." Rupa Goswami further informed Srila Sanatana Goswami, "I have left a deposit of 10,000 coin with the grocer. Use that money to get out of prison." Somehow or other get yourself released and come to Vrindavana. After writing this, the two brothers Rupa Goswami and Anupama went to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Rupa Goswami's younger brother was a great devotee whose actual name was Sri Vallabha, but he was given the name Anupama Malika. Sri Rupa Goswami and Anupama Malika went to Prayaga, and they were very pleased to hear the news that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was there. At Prayaga, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to see the temple of Bindu Madhava, and many hundreds of thousands of people followed him just to meet him. Some of the people following the Lord were crying, some were laughing, some dancing, and some chanting. Indeed, some of them were rolling on the grounds, exclaiming, "Krishna, Krishna." Prayaga is located in the influence of two rivers, the Ganges and the Yamuna. Although these rivers were not able to flood Prayaga with water, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu inundated the whole area with waves of ecstatic love for Krishna. Seeing the great crowd, the two brothers remained standing in a secluded place. They could see that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was ecstatic to see Lord Bindu Madhava. The Lord was loudly chanting the holy name of Hari, dancing the ecstatic love and raising his arms. He asked everyone to chant Hari Hari. Everyone was astounded to see the greatness of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Indeed, I cannot properly describe the pastime of the Lord at Prayaga. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had made in acquaintance with a Brahmana from Deccan in South India, and that Brahmana invited him for meals and took him to his place. While Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was sitting in a solitary place in the home of that decent Brahmana Rupa Goswami and Sri Vallabha Anupama Malika came to meet him. Seeing the Lord from a distance, the two Brahmana put two clumps of straw between their teeth and immediately fell down on the ground like rods, offering him obeisances. Both brothers were overwhelmed with ecstatic emotion and reciting various Sankirtana verses, they stood up and fell down again and again. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very pleased to Srila Rupa Goswami, and he told him, stand up, my dear Rupa, come here. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then said, it is not possible to describe Krishna's mercy, for he has delivered you both from the well of material enjoyment. Lord Krishna said, even though a person is a very learned scholar of the Sankirtana Vedic literature, he is not accepted as my devotee unless he is pure in devotional service. Even though a person is born in a family of dog eaters, he is very dear to me if he is a pure devotee who has no motive to enjoy fruitive activities or mental speculation. Indeed, all respects should be given to him, and whatever he offers should be accepted such devotees are as worshipable as I am. Hare Krishna.